I did end up going. I just could not go in. I thought maybe I could sneak in after it started and stand at the back and that nobody would notice me. But when I got there were not a lot of cars in the parking lot. He didn't have a lot of people, I guess. And I had no business being there, you know? I hadn't seen Jack in years. We dated for a little while when we were younger, but we didn't speak again after that whole thing went to shit. We had an argument. I can't even remember what it was about now. It's been so long. But yeah, ages had passed and we both had lives. But I could not figure out why, when I heard Jack died, why I could not shake it. You know, when you hear news that just like stays with you. So that's why I felt like I had to go. And I told Peter that I was going to see a movie with my sister because, I don't know. And he watched the baby and told me to have a good time. And all these little things about Jack just kept coming back to me, you know, like he had a green jacket and I could remember what kind of toothpaste he used, and I could remember how he smelled, things I hadn't thought about in years. And I sat in the church parking lot and I saw his wife and I saw his parents get out of their car and they look so much older now. So I couldn't do it. I couldn't go in. But I didn't want to leave either, so I sat outside the door of the church on the steps. And I could hear through the door when people got up to speak. I couldn't really understand what they were saying, but I could tell if it was a reading or if it was a eulogy, and I could hear the church organ playing and I could hear people singing. It was all very traditional, and I realized then that I must be, like, I have to be the only person alive who knows how much he would have hated his own memorial service. I think about this one morning. We were lying in his bed. It was early and we couldn't sleep. And he told me his whole plan. We were going to live in a loft in a loud, crowded city, and we were going to be famous for whatever, for all sorts of different things, and we were going to get married on a hot air balloon or on a sailboat or something. And then we were going to travel for an entire year. And none of that happened. And his life ended up so small and so short. And my life ended up small too. And I sat outside the church and I had the most frightening thought. I wondered if I burned the church down right then, if I burned the whole thing down, with his family inside and with him inside, if that would erase something, if that would wipe some slate clean and he might still be alive, and we would both have as much ahead of us as we did the last time I saw him. When we had that argument. But the thought passed. And I got back in my car. And when I got home, Peter asked me how the movie was. And I told him my sister loved it, but that I thought it was only okay.